Hi, here is my end of term message for all of you dear parents and students. So there's an interesting law, a halacha, regarding the saying of the section of Magid retelling the story of our national experience at the Seder. And the law is that if you have children at the Seder table, they are the ones to ask the 4 questions, the Manish Tana. Now in a situation where there are only adults, then the adults have to ask the questions to themselves. And if you have a meal by yourself, still you have to ask the 4 questions out loud for yourself to listen to. And so we see this idea of asking questions is really central to the idea of fulfilling one's obligation during the Seder. And it's also essential to being Jewish. You see, I remember when I was in yeshiva, one of the greatest compliments we could get from our Rebbe, from our teacher, was "Du fragst a gut kasha." You ask a great question. That was the highest compliment we could achieve. And also it's told about the great physicist who won a Nobel Prize, Isidore Rabi. He's known to attribute his success in his field to his mother, because as a kid he used to come home from school and his mother did not ask him, "What did you learn today?" but rather she would ask him, "What questions did you ask today?" And so questions are so important, because questions show that you are intrigued. Questions show that you are willing to grow, willing to learn, because you are engaged with the material, with the topic at hand. And so that is why it's a mitzvah to ask questions at the Seder, because it shows that we're involved with our story, that the story of our history is actually the story of ourselves, and we're embracing it, we're proud of it. And this is what the Mount Sinai students are all about. They've just led their own Seders. They're proud. They've asked so many questions this past term, and I personally know, because I've received so many of those questions. My rabbi question box is nearly overflowing. And so our kids know how to ask those questions. And make sure at your Seders you can hear of those questions. And don't shy away from asking your own questions and from trying to give them some answers from your own perspective, from your own backgrounds as well.